everybody. I never in my life, I'm honest with you now, was thinking what I can share with you, and I will chat about it's just a poo. I must share with you all a fun anecdote from my own family. Recently, I have realized that whenever we have any sort of meal, the topic of the conversation would always definitely end on a poo. No matter how we start the topic, it is eventually somehow led to the poo. It will be a very delayed story, from a smell to color, consistency, sometimes the competition on who took the shortest or the longest amounts of time in a toilet. Even family friends joke around with us, saying that our family tradition is our daily poo talks. In my family, there aren't any topic we don't talk about. We have no issue with burping, farting, of course. At this point, I must underline that all my family is very well behaved and has a good table manners. We just understand that those are completely normal body function and that they simply occur whatever we want them to or not. We even have a jokes about how if one person is in a cranky mood, they simply must go to the toilet. I'm not sharing this with you all to disgust you in some way, but to perhaps influence own family to also be open to talk about our natural bodies and not to be embarrassed by it. So there won't be any shame or disgust when it comes to the dealing with such issue. When I'm speaking about the poo, let me tell you, I recently received information from the family which I have been working with for quite a while. Part of me is pleased that the family trusts me so and was so open about the child issues when speaking with me. This is how it should be, as together we create the best team to focus on a child's welfare. It was not an uncommon issue, as many children between the age of 2 and 3 all have this problem. This problem is the fear of the poo. Children fear is coming out and believe to be something bad, and so they will try to keep it in their bodies for as long as possible, sometimes even until that causes them pain. This can occur when the potty training is led in the wrong way. What I mean by this is the vocabulary used by the adults present as a disgusting, terrible smell, this kind of thing. All those little phrases and the facial expression can have a huge impact on the child and can mislead them throughout this process. We would be so happy if the child managed to reach the potty on that time, or the first time they use the nappy, but it would all change if any accident happened, leading our behavior to change, which would cause the child great confusion. Children need to understand that this is a completely natural process, that we all use the toilet and there are no exceptions. Sometimes children create this idea that poop is in fact the inside escaping the bodies and try to keep it in and run to the parents for security because of their fear. It is vital that the parents or caregiver understand the importance of the facial body or verbal language in this situation. Traumatizing the child by saying, "You have to poop, otherwise your tummy will hurt," it's all no beneficial in any way. A fiber-rich diet and enough water can allow an easy flow but the stress and the fear can also cause the constipation. So before you start giving medicine or influencing pharmaceutical for your child, first observe them, study the behavior and realize the trigger to it. Perhaps even use those strategies. Be proud and happy of each poop done by the child. You can even return to the star graph, which I explain in a potty training. The stance in which you take is vital. Be happy, proud, and open with your child. Make sure they understand that it's all natural. The toilet, just like a bedroom, kitchen, living room, has its own function. Don't shut yourself in a toilet for hours. Instead, allow the child to use it at their own pace. Based on my experience, the best moment can be short while we all pooing. Buy your child picture book explaining this process. Just as you will buy a book about the potty training, you can find one on pooping either. Create the activity, explain the process, draw a stick figure eating food and follow it down the body and explain to the child how the nutrition which we don't need is simply leaving our body in the form of poo. Let them know that poo is a bacteria and one that we need in our life. The whole process has to be filtered to the child age. If you have any animals, perhaps use them as an example. Allow your child to understand the natural process of it. Dry Play-Doh can also be very useful. The shape, consistency could be used to help the child understand how we flush poo down the toilet. And the most important thing with this subject is the balance. Don't overindulge and explain it too much. Allow the child to understand the natural process. Most importantly, if you as a parent are comfortable and natural with the subject, so will be your child. Children copy all our behavior. Nothing created by our body is alarming. I hope you're enjoying. Thumbs ups and see you next time. Bye!